Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
First down and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Man in motion here. First down, and they go right back to him. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Second and 10 now. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They give inside to Chubb. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Again, it's Chubb. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Let's go. 18 reps.
Daniels now. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Houston. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Chased out to his right. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Barkley will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
On 1st down, they'll run. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. 1 quarter down for these 2 NFC East teams. We've got a 6-3 ball game. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown! Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a 1st down. They can be difference makers, too.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
1st down, Houston.
running right with Chubb. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 31. Chubb brings it in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
19, Tiger.
Here's a counter give to Chubb. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Chubb going for the marker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm. There's his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks. It may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now Daniels to throw. Escapes the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he gets in for the score. The 2-point conversion successful. That doubles their lead to 4.
Eagles 10. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Chooses to bring this one out. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles beginning their drive here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They left him wide open. It's complete. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Again, Daniels to the air. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. This offense in position now, it's 1st and goal. They send him left out of the slot. From the gun, it's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Chubb will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Cade, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing it just before halftime. He's trying to go deep again. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's loaded another one up. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 1. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Here's Daniels. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st. He'll throw it yet again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, and not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He's got Devontae Smith. 35 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Broke through the tackle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Play made by Daron Payne.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Hurts now from the gun. He's going to push one deep down there, and the defender comes away with it. Mike Sainristil makes the play.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Daniels now. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Hits his tight end on the corner route. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. From the red zone now. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Oilers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Seibert now to add the extra point. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great. 73. No touch.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. Buying some time right. He tucks it and takes off. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Great. Set. No touch.
From the 24. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes again. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
No touch.
At the 31-yard line.
Kyle, let get it. No touch.
Hurts looking to throw. Forced out to his right. That pass complete to Goddard. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
No touch. No touch.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
73.
They'll motion Brown right.
No touch.
On 4th down, Hurts. They did it! He made the interception! Picked by Derek Forrest. And the Oilers have some new life in the 4th. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. On the ground, it's a give to Chubb. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Escapes out to the left. Caught. Nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now give right side to Chubb. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. To throw, Daniels. Getting out to his left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Let's go now.
They give inside to Chubb. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a gain of only 1. Still 3 yards to go here on 4th down. Looking to throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You go for it on 4th down, it's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the pistol, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, If you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He's looking for Dallas Goedert there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles up by 4. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. He's back to throw. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. Chubb brings it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Chubb on the give, headed left. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's a give to Chubb. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down. They're going to run for it with Chubb. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. Flush down out to his left. He's on the move. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. 2nd and 3 now. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 range. 79 Bronco. 18 Pioneer.
One final shot here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now here's the timeout after the sack. Had to take it, and they're down to just one final play.
First and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Another try following the sack. It's intercepted. That will do it. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. Ball game's not over just yet. Don't leave those seats. The interference call means we're going to have an untimed down here. Chubb. And he gets to the end zone. There's no time left. That wins them the game. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Oilers as we say so long from Philadelphia.